Yeah, the cats are. Oh, what you got in your mouth? Okay. Hold on one second. There we go. Okay, we are going to start on the floor. Never start on the floor in here. But today, because I am tired from playing 2 shows yesterday and being up until like 2:30 in the morning, definitely beyond my bedtime, we're going to start on the ground. Just taking a couple of deep breaths down there. I'm actually going to do the inhale, my arms up, long body, stretching upper and lower, stretching away from each other. And then on the exhale, I'm just going to relax into the floor. So on the inhale, lengthening out everything, reaching away from center, stretching through every cell in your body. And then on the exhale, sinking down into the floor. Let's do this with an actual sigh. So inhale, reach it out, and then exhale, let go, melt into the floor, soften and melt. 2 more like that. Inhale. Maybe wiggle, shake it out. Even on the floor, we can move and shake. Even on the floor, we can get the lymphatic system going. Big breath in and exhale. Let's actually do a shakeout. So shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. You can add sound. Fry like bacon. Shake, shake, shake. Just feeling into your body as we wake it up. Let's do feet on the floor, and you're just going to do a push-pull here. So you're trying to send a wave. This is like the heel rock that we do with our legs straight, but this time you've got the whole foot to sort of push and pull. So letting that send a ripple and wave up and down your body. The squeak wants to play fetch this morning. Letting that wave move up and down, and also feeling not the most intense, you're not super firing up your hamstrings, but a little bit. They're pulsing with this push-pull. Feeling your hamstrings into your sit bones. I get my exercise, he gets his exercise. It's a good thing. And then let's go with just a twist. So that was like, we just did a couple upper versus lower patterns with the stretch and also with the heel rock thing. And now we're spiraling. So we're switching the pattern up. Letting that massage through your back. And then taking it just a little deeper, crossing over. I'm actually going to take longer here and grab on and get the spiral. You could just keep moving or not, listening into your body and feeling what feels good to you today. Every day is a different day, and every moment is a different moment. So feeling into this moment, feeling what's going on. Let's do it again. Yeah, so at different times in the stretch, like I might be stretching more in my lower back or more in my upper back or more in my hips. Let yourself play around with the stretch. Okay, it's a tag team fetch going on here with both of them. They're like, something's got to happen with that toy. So yeah, and I'm using my hand to push down, and I'm using it to push against so I can spiral more because I'm creating that counter tension. And then bringing it in. And let's just do a little bit more to warm up our back. So we're going to roll it up through your spine and then roll it back down. Using your breath, inviting your rib cage, lungs, and heart to get some movement, rolling up and down in any way that feels good in your body. Feeling the breath, pushing the floor away, sinking back down into the floor, seeing if you can get some mobility through your thoracic spine, through especially like heart and lungs in the front. So this place right here, I'm just going to work with this for a second. See if you can sink it down and then lift it up. So you're sinking. Of course, there's a cat right there, and then pressing, sinking right up here through the thoracic spine, getting some arch and curl up there, some movement in your spine, in your lungs, in your diaphragm, and then let yourself take it all the way down to the floor. So a lot of times learning how to really slowly roll through. And by really slowly, I don't mean like it's going to take us 10 minutes, which it could, and that would be great. But for right now, for our intents and purposes, we want to keep it kind of moving. But learning how to really work vertebra by vertebra is a good skill to have. It's going to help you with some sort of freedom in your spine, some ripples and waves in there. So now let's do that heel rock thing again, and just let your head and neck free up. Relax your belly, relax your guts. This is about letting go of tension, not adding it. There may be like, a little pulsing tension in your hamstrings as it connects into your sit bones, but not a lot, just a little. Letting your body relax, and then take a different pattern. So it's like you're wagging your head tail to one side, head tail the other. So under the couch is like a great repository of all cat toys. Like eventually they wind up under there. And then I'll go to clean it out, and it's like a million little balled up papers. The economical toy, balled up paper. My cats love it. All right, come back in. Let's lift our pelvis up, circles. As big or small as feels good to you. Chest, lungs, heart open. Jellyfish of the diaphragm. So it's just an image. And I think it's nice to have images that are actually organic living creatures as opposed to mechanical. Change direction. Oh, he found it. He got the ball out from under. I don't think it was even under the couch. And then come back in, and let's go for a happy baby pose. Grabbing on in your happy baby. Rolling around. Opening whatever you got to open, stretching out your hamstrings, lower back. And then let's take it into legs straight down and a whole heel rock. So right now I'm not moving very much through my torso. I'm going to just exaggerate that a little bit more so that I'm sending a wave of movement up and down through my body, thinking of really tuning into the fluidity of the body. So even if your knees bend a little, like just see if you can get some mobility through your spine. Head tail connection, chest, lungs, heart, and also all that tissue on your back as you're rocking, getting a chance to mobilize and hydrate, right? So it's lots of sliding surfaces in your body, and there's shear between a lot of those surfaces that slides easily, like tectonic plates. That's another weird image, but thinking of that, like this shifting happening. Oh, hello. Okay, let's do big circles with our arms. So we're going to look down, flex your feet, look down towards your feet. Inhale, open up, and then exhale as you're coming down. Inhale, open, blossoming out through the lungs. Inhale, open, effulgent, sparkly sternum, heart center, ribcage, lungs opening up into space. Oh, I feel so good doing this. I'm even wearing my sparkly sweatshirt. Change direction over your head, looking down. Inhale, open. Exhale. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale, exhale. And then just relax for a second. Let your head and neck release. Take a yawn. Open your mouth wide. Think of opening your hands, opening your heart, opening your mouth. In that yawn, creating lots of space inside. And the funny thing is there is already space inside. You don't need to create it. It's there, but you can let your tissue move and have freedom in that space inside your body. All right, hands behind your head. Flex your feet. We're gonna leave one elbow on the floor. We're gonna roll up and then take a little teeny arch on the top and then roll it down and come back to the floor. Exhale, inhale, arch, exhale, inhale down, exhale. Inhale, you gotta bring it closer. If you want me to throw it, roll it down. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Open it up, little arch on top, reaching through your legs. Both butt cheeks are on the floor as you're doing the spiral. Last one. And coming down. Yeah, I got into my abs and my core and my guts. Okay, we're gonna take one leg out. We're gonna do a lot of my knee rehab stuff today. So one leg is gonna reach out, flex foot. We're doing this in sets of 4. This is gonna be low. 4 low leg lifts, going 1, flex foot, 2, 3, 4 tippy toes, 1, spreading out your toes, 2, I used to say Barbie foot, tippy toes, 3, 4, also known as demi point, and then point your toes all the way, 2, 3, 4, and relax. Let's switch it to the other side. So starting with a flexed foot, reaching out, long leg, low line, 1, 2, 3, 4, tippy toes, 1, spreading out your toes, 2, 3, 4, pointed toes, 1, 2, 3, 4, and slide that one up. First one is going to go out, flex, rotate out. So externally rotate, leg is still straight down below you, coming up the middle with a flex foot, 1, 2, 3, 4, tippy toes, 1, 2, 3, 4, pointed toes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Relax. Switch it to the other side. Flex, turn it out, inner thigh lifting up, trying to keep your hips square to the ceiling, 1, 2, 3, 4, tippy toes, 1, 2, 3, 4, pointed toes, 1, 2, 3, 4, and relax. So you're going to do the next one. It's really weird because we're going to internally rotate. So internal rotation, first leg, turning it in, going up, 1, 2, 3, 4, tippy toes, 1, 2, 3, 4, pointed toes, 1, 2, 3, 4, and relax. Other side, flex foot, rotate in, internally rotate. So it's going to be like your outer thigh kind of doing the lift, and you're getting this inner spiral through your whole leg. Going 1, doesn't have to be high, 2, 3, 4, tippy toes, 1, 2, 3, 4, pointed toes, 1, 2, 3, 4, and relax. Shake it out. Let it go. All right, we are going to go with bigger kicks. We've done a lot of hamstring warming up. And we're going to go flex up, point down, parallel, big kicks for 8. Going 1, 2, 3, parallel, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other side, flex it, point down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. We're going to do more. You're going to flex it, turn it out, 8 up the center, big kicks, 1. We're going to do just a ton of legs, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, just shake them out for a second. Let it go. We are going to roll onto our side and continue with all of this leg business. So legs are going to go straight down below you, parallel, flex foot, not very high, going 1. In 4s, 2, 3, 4. Tippy toes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pointed toes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Turned out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Tippy toes, 1, 2, 3. Long leg, 4. Pointed toes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Relax it for a second, shake it out. We're going to go turned in, internal rotation, 1, 2, 3, 4. Tippy toes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pointed toes, 1, 2, 3, 4, and relax. I was thinking about it as we were doing it, like in a lot of dance, you're usually turned out, but in a lot of martial arts, you can be very turned in. So like we want the tissue of our leg to be able to do both things. Internally rotate, externally rotate, parallel most of the time. All right, so we're going to do a big kick up to the side for 8, flex up, point down, going 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and come in. Bottom leg. You could put your leg in front or you can put it behind. I'm going behind, trying to keep my hips square to the floor. Bottom leg is going parallel, flexed up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, we're supposed to do this in 4s. Tippy toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pointed toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it in. Flex foot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tippy toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pointed toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it out. Heel up, toes down. Flex, like right down below you. Make sure it's not in the place like in front of you, but right down below you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tippy toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pointed toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. And relax. Holy moly, my inner thighs. Open it up. Big stretch. Breathe. Let your body release. Shake it all out. And we're going to start that whole thing on the other side. So flipping around, starting parallel, top leg straight down below you, flex foot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tippy toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pointed toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turned out, flexing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tippy toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pointed toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shake it out. Rotate in. Internal rotation. Flex foot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tippy toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pointed toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Relax. Kicking up and down for 8. Flex up, point down. Going 1. Breathe. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we go with the bottom leg. Flex foot, parallel, not very high. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tippy toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pointed toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it out. Flex. 2, 3, 4. Tippy toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pointed toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it in. Flex. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tippy toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pointed toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and relax. Take it onto your back. Yeah, so now I have these AirPods that my friend gave me, and the sound is maybe better. I don't know how it is for you guys. Open it up, stretch it out, but they do not stay in my ears and they hurt a little bit. So I gotta get back to the old pair of the pods, the Tozo, Tozo AirPods, which were like $30. Here's my advertisement for you, Tozo. Not that I get anything for free from anyone, except for my friends who give me things. But yeah, the AirPods are like not comfortable at all. My ear just isn't shaped right for this. But the other ones were quite comfortable. All right, let's flip over. Let's flip over after the AirPod discussions. Coming on to, since we did so much leg stuff forward and side, we have to do some back. So we're going to do this starting with our hands on the floor, one leg out behind you, long back, up and down, going 1, 2, we're doing 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then you're going to go nose to knee, don't hit yourself in the head, and then bend your knee up in the top, kick like you're going to kick the back of your head. So you're arching and curling. 1, 2, 3, 4, get the stretch in the front of your belly. 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you're going to take your elbows down to the floor, same leg, 8, up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And just relax. Maybe a little arch and curl. Free up your spine, neck, shoulders, head. Have a moment of independent movement or somewhat independent movement. And then coming up, other side. Straight leg, long back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In and out. Bent knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take it down with the elbows to the floor, leg out behind you, up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And relax. Melt into the floor. And then we're going to take it forward into a forearm plank. One knee to the floor at a time, parallel, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One leg off the floor at a time, alternating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And take it down. Bend your knees. Let your legs fall from side to side. Massaging out your quads. Relax your butt. Relax your feet. Relax your back. Breathing big, deep breaths into your body. And then we're going to do a quad stretch, grabbing on, drawing your heel in towards your butt. You can internally and externally rotate slightly there, stretching the front of your quad. Think of that rotation coming from your hip socket. And then you're going to kick the whole thing up into a half bow. Breathe, radiate away from center. And release it down. Other side, starting with a quad stretch, heel into your butt. Internal, external rotation. And then kick it up. Reach and open. Hi, little piggy. Hi. Hello. And release, come down. And then hands next to your chest, arch all the way up. If you are just seeing the PeaPod for the first time, she's a Manx cat. That is what she was born like. So her tail is like that. Nobody cut it off. She's gonna do her stretch too, which involves scratching up. Are you gonna scratch that? Are you scratching? And then come up, curl, round your spine. Release your lower back, just shift a little bit from side to side. Let your head and neck soften, whole spine easy and loose. Breathe. And then coming back up, let's do these. Hands are directly below your shoulders. You can bear as much weight as you want to here. So I do not approve of this behavior. And yet I'm a terrible disciplinarian for the cats. All right, let's take elbows down to the floor, push through your hands, bearing as much weight in your upper body as feels good. So take your weight back to your hips if you need to. It's a very kitty day today. Up, rolling down, pushing through. And then we're going to take it down and you're just going to externally rotate and internally rotate, getting the radius and ulna, the bones of your forearm, to spiral around. So here the two bones are parallel. When you do this, the radius goes over the ulna. So when you're flat, they're like that. When you cross over, the radius, this bone here, is crossing over your ulna. So when people spend a lot of time here without having some of this, right? We want to have the tissue in our arms have a lot of capacity to move in different ways. And if we're holding it for a long time in the same position, the fascia is going to start to form to help us hold it in that position, which is not necessarily going to be the healthiest thing for us in the long run. So you want to make sure that if you are doing a lot of texting or a lot of typing, a lot of time with your hands, or even driving or riding a bike, if you're getting that through here, you want to make sure that you're giving your forearm enough opportunity to recuperate with movement that is different, right? So circling your hands and letting that move into your elbows, into your upper arm, feeling that connection into your heart, right? Wings of the heart. So let's have a little flamenco dancer moment. When I was in college, well, actually, it's when I was in high school, but I was taking college dance classes, and I had a Spanish ballet teacher, Maria Mills, and she would just do a lot of arm movement and hand movement. Like we did some sevillanas and some flamenco a little bit, but also like her arms were just gorgeous. So imagine that you are a flamenco dancer or an octopus, something with really expressive arms, and just wake them up, feeling how they connect into your body, into your main line, right? Chest, lungs, heart, spine, scapula, collarbones, head, tail, all of this interconnected body. And let's come into a stretch, opening up into a straddle. We did so much leg stuff. And you're going to flex your feet, demi-point, point your toes, demi-point, flex, demi-point, point. Let's do it with our hands too. Flex, it's not quite a balance with the demi-point. We're curling under, up and down, getting taller in this position. And then circles with your wrists and ankles. Change direction. Feeling those distal edges of your body, your fingers and toes. The distal edge, so core, center, distal, out at the edges. And let's take it over to the side. Inner body opening up, just hanging out in the stretch. Think of this opposite leg really lengthening out and away. So you're not kind of collapsed in, you're really reaching through that whole side of the body. And turn and face your leg. Walk it into center. And push the floor away and come up. Open it out. Side stretch the other way. This leg, this arm reaching away from each other. Breathing. A combo between arcing the side of your body and lengthening. And then take it down to face your leg. Bring it into center. Breathe. And then push the floor away and come up. Bring your legs together. Give them a bang up and down. Rotate in and out. You can walk your butt from side to side. Take it into a forward fold. Breathe into it. Wiggle around. Let's grab your kneecap and you're just going to sort of massage it around. So you want your kneecap to have some freedom in there and some capacity to move up and down, capacity to move side and side. Like it is there. Not that it's moving all over, right? But you want the capacity to have a little bit of movement in there. And we'll just do a couple more leg things while we're here. So this is going to be a little different. I mean, I guess I'll face the camera. So flexing your feet, turn out one leg, pulsing up one. You're trying to get this little set of muscles crossing over your knee to fire up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Parallel, same leg. 2, 3, 4. Quad firing at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side, turned out. Getting these muscles crossing over your knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Quad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we're going to do one more thing here that's a knees thing. And if this hurts you at all, do not do it. But if you're okay to do it, legs are parallel. You're just going to take your weight backwards, like you're going to sit, and then you're going to pick it back up. So it's like you're going to sit down on your heels, and then you're pressing into the floor to come back up. If this hurts at all, do not do it. If it feels like, okay, maybe a little challenging, great. If you're really strong and you can make it harder, you can go back in more of a tilt. So it's up to you. Down and up. You're getting into that deep flexion and you're coming right back up out of it. So if it hurts, don't do it. But I feel like this is like part of the cramping road to recovery for me. All right, let that go. Come to stand on your legs. Take it into a forward fold. Just shake your head no. Nod yes. Breathe into it. Take your weight forward up onto your tippy toes and then shift back and lift up the balls of your feet. Forward, tippy toes, take it back, lift it up. If you need to put a chair in front of you or something, if your forward fold isn't so forward, you can always put a block on the floor or a chair, or you can really hang down into it, whatever feels right to you. One more, lift and take it back, and then bend your knees. Roll it all the way up. Oh my God, we have made it up to standing. Who knew that would happen today? Rolling, rolling, rolling to come up whenever you're ready. Reaching up to the heavens, to the sky gods. Reach, reach, reach. And then release, coming down. Planting yourself to the earth. Earth goddess. Inhale, open it up to the sky. Exhale, bringing it back down to the earth. Inhale, open. Reach it out and up. And exhale, open your feet a little wider. Take it down, just shift from side to side. Relaxing your neck, relaxing your head, relaxing your jaw. Breathe, melt, soften, let go. And then come into center and roll it up. This is a bit of a shorter class today. So if you made it through, then please feel free to like and subscribe and all the things. And bravo for making it through. All right. And